Hey guys, welcome to Canadian Dreams, and I am here with another video which is all about the job interviews. So today it is very cold outside. I'm in my car. I'm about to head to gym, and before that, I thought to share a few things with you people. And I hope this video is going to be very helpful for you people, just because I'm really going to discuss very important points about what happens in a job interview and what kind of questions you people are going to face. So please watch this video till the very end, and please like, share and subscribe our videos. This helps us a lot and it keeps us motivated to make such videos for you lovely people. So without further ado, let's start the video. Before starting the video, there's a disclaimer that this kind of job interview might or might not be applicable to your industry. So before heading for an interview, do research about the questions and the type of interviews your profession demands or your profession has. In Canada, most of the interviews are behavioral interviews. Now, what are behavioral interviews? Behavioral interviews basically are to test the behavior of a person, that whether that person is going to be a good fit in the team and the organization, whether he or she will be able to work properly in that culture, in that environment, whether she will be able to adapt the code of conduct, the values and the culture of the organization. So basically, we have a term which is called SAR, which is the SAR technique: situation, action, and result. So behavioral interviews are based on that, and all the questions revolve around this technique. So how many rounds could be there in an interview? So there could be 2, 3, I don't know. I have never faced 4, but there may be 4. But yeah, basically 2 or maximum 3. Right now, I'm talking about the full-time jobs. The first round is going to be conducted by the HR. That is going to be telephonic interview. Most probably, he or she is going to ask you about your salary expectations and what kind of work you have done previously, and also 1 or 2 examples of your work. Salary question is a tricky one, and I know how I handle it. So if you people want me to answer that question, please leave a comment in the comment box, and we will be definitely making a mock interview video. If you get through the first round, what's the next step? You will have an interview with the manager and the senior manager, or the manager and one of your future colleagues. So yeah, what is the most important part for that? The most important part is dress properly. I have already made a video on how to dress up for an interview, especially for the ladies. So the link is here above, and I'll also leave a link in the description box below. So dress properly, wear nice formals, and relax. 1 day prior to your interview, you may have some fun, chill out, and after that, the very next day, go for your interview, be confident, and wear a nice smile on your face. So this is the first thing which you are supposed to do, just because this is going to do half of the work. At least it did for me, because if you are confident, if you are feeling good in yourself, you are definitely going to nail your interview. So when you meet your manager and the other person with who you are interviewing, maybe the senior manager or your future associate, so just greet them, sit down, relax. Just because the people are so nice here, they are definitely going to ask you, please let us know whenever you are ready. So they ask this because people sometimes travel from too far, or sometimes it is snowing badly outside or raining badly. So if person has come from that far or from that situation which is happening outside, so definitely that person needs a moment of getting relaxed. So don't worry if they ask you to relax. Please relax, take a moment, and ask them to get started once you are ready. So now, coming to the questions, what kind of questions? So they are going to ask you the questions based on your behavior. Like I said, this is going to be the major round where the decision is going to be made that whether you are a good fit for the job or not. So the kind of questions they will ask will be, tell us about a situation when you had handled conflict with your colleague, or tell us about a time when you missed a deadline. How you're going to handle the question related to the deadline. So for me, initially when I started hearing such kind of questions, I was like, I never missed a deadline. I was so perfect, and even if I was not perfect, my manager made me do it because that was a deadline, and it was like, if even if I have to sit for 12 hours in my office, I had to do it. You cannot answer such kind of things in front of the managers here in an interview, because they are really against of overtime, until and unless the job is very demanding and they themselves tell you that okay, you have to do overtime sometimes. You're not supposed to do that, and never do that, and never say that okay, you'll be putting in 12 hours and you'll be doing the job, this and that. Okay, that will create a very negative impression. And also, if you answer such things in an interview, you are not going to the next round, because they will get an impression that this person is going to be like a dictator. He or she is always going to put his or her work on other colleagues, and the blames as well on the other colleagues. So these kind of questions are a little bit tricky. You actually need to, even if you have not missed a deadline in your previous works, you have to cook up a story. You have to tell them, okay, I was in a situation where I had like more than two things to do and I was lagging behind, and then how you handle that situation and what was the outcome of that situation. It's snowing outside, and this is the first snow of the season. Sorry, guys, I just got mesmerized. Okay, so coming back to the video, you need to answer it in a very strategic way. If you don't have a situation, please create one and please practice it for your interview. That will help you a lot. So again, I will say, if you want us to make a video on this, definitely Gundeep and I will be doing a mock interview for you people, which would definitely be helpful for you. So after they are done with their question and answers round, they are going to ask you, do you have any questions? I will say, no, I don't have. I have already researched a lot about your company, blah, blah. Please, please, please don't do that. Please do ask questions. That is really very important. I will tell you that why it is important. Okay, so first I will tell you what kind of questions you should ask. That depends on what kind of role you are going to interview for, whether it is a contractual job or a full-time job. So if there is a contractual job, you cannot ask them what are the growth steps, and will I'll be able to apply for some other position if available. So you are straight away not selected for the interview. This happened with me because I did a mistake in a contractual position. Contract means that they are hiring you for a particular role for a particular period. And if you ask such kind of question, then it will give an impression that, okay, you are entering the company just because you want to move in somewhere else and want to get full time. And this won't work in your favor. So the kind of questions you can ask in any of the interviews, be it contractual, be it full time, is what does a typical day look like here? What do you like the most about working here? Whether I will be provided a formal training before I start the role. And finally, the question, what are the next steps? So why you are asking these kind of questions? Is it that you want to create an impression? No. These kind of questions are really important for you, not for the interviewer. Just because these will give you an insight that what kind of work environment you are going into. Is that work really going to be with a lot of pressure? Are you going to handle that pressure? What is the company like? And say you have never worked in such kind of technology or such kind of job profile, and you are going to start, so definitely you need some training, right? As far as I know, they do train you before putting you in any role, whatever position you're applying for. Still, you can ask them that, will I have training before I start, so that you can get an insight that, okay, if I'm going to start directly, then will I be able to cope with the work? Okay, so this is really important for you people, that how you are going to like the company and what work is going to be there. So for an interview, what kind of impression it leaves and why it is important is that it will show them that, okay, you are keen to learn about the company, the culture, the values, and you are really interested in the job. So do ask questions. And then moving on to the third round, if you get through the second round and you are on the third round. So the third round is basically going to be casual kind of interview probably, and they are also going to ask these same kind of questions a little bit here and there. I have seen the third round is the fun filled round because they already have made up their mind like 90% to select you, but they want to know you 10% more. And if you are meeting with the director, that is going to be the direct reporting authority. So that is the reason they want to interview. And third round may or may not be there. So guys, this is it for the video today. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. I'm saying again, and please subscribe to our channel. And if you have any questions or any queries or any comments, please leave the comment in the comment box and we will get back to you. And see you in the next video. Till then, take care and bye-bye.